Hello everyone, what's happening? This is Forgo, and today we're going to show some love to Starlord because it is Male Blast Hero Day, and this is the guy that you want to be using for it. Starlord is an absolute god, is very underrated character, so freaking strong, and he really got a bad negative connotation with him because of the epic quest, everybody having to tier 3 him, use resources on him. He was a blast character. People didn't like the fact that he was a blast character because we just had blast characters that we had to tier 3, and it made people pretty salty about tier 3ing Starlord. And that did suck, but he is one strong son of a you-know-what. He is awesome. Starlord is fantastic. Now, with a damage proc, with a CTP of energy or regular damage proc, this is going to be way more difficult. Honestly, if you're into ABX, unfortunately, the rage is the way to go, and that's what we're going to be running with because it's just going to make things a lot easier, especially as far as canceling the beast roar. Because with a rage, the proc, whenever it engages, it'll stay engaged during the duration of the proc. Whereas with a damage proc, you only get the damage proc for one attack, and that really can screw up your rotation big time. So we're definitely running with the rage, but you're going to see with a suboptimal build, this guy can tear it up. So my Starlord has 50,000 energy attack, and that's with his leadership. He has a max attack speed, 62 crit rate, 165 critical damage, 166 more or less, max ignore defense, and max skill cooldown. Now I have a CTP of rage, and look at my dodge. It's at 59%. This is terrible. 16% more to max this out, and he gets no critical rate buffs, no critical damage buffs, and we are losing 13%, well, about 12% crit rate. Both of these stats are making a massive difference in the amount of damage we're getting from that CTP of rage, and we are losing 36% critical damage. That's massive. If all these stats were maxed out alone, I probably could gain almost 1,000,000 points. It really would make a massive difference. And this is something else. I do have all amplified slots, but I just have 5-star Urus in all of his slots. I don't have this guy built up super well. Yeah, good, but not super well by any means, especially for all the ABX runs that most of you see on YouTube. You're going to see everybody have Odin's blessings all over the place. Starlord's hitting 6.5, 6.7 million. He could probably hit 7 million, I'm sure, on some accounts. He's pretty insane. But you're going to see Odin's blessings all over the place for him to be able to do that. Really, for a lot of characters, that's just the way it is. 7 million is a high cap to hit. As far as the skills, I mean, this is why he can do so well. He's got that 3-second silence on his tier 3. When he was first released, there was a bug where that silence wasn't working. A lot of people didn't know how well he was going to be because the silence wasn't working. But since then, it's been fixed, and just requires some timing. And once you get that thing and you get that silence on the beast, you're good to go. You just got to make sure you time it right. But once you get it, you're good to go. When you do the tier 3, my crit rate will be maxed out during the tier 3. However, my dodge won't. So just something to keep in mind. And my critical damage will be maxed out during the tier 3. But when I'm doing my regular skills, when this 8-second duration is finished, we're not going to be having all those extra stats. So at least when the tier 3, we will be maxing out our stats for the most part. But other than that, he doesn't get any buffs on his skills. He does have an all defense down, but it's against the beast. We have immunity here. I mean, he gets damage accumulation, and you really want to try to keep this up during the whole time. But something you're going to find out is whenever you're trying to cancel the beast roar, you don't want to hit this skill because it's a full iframe before you're ready to cancel the beast roar. If the beast is getting ready to roar, if it's about the first time he roars is about 2 minutes and 8 seconds. If it's about 2 minutes and 9 seconds, you don't want to hit that 5th skill. 2 minutes, because what happens is you'll be in that iframe and it just kind of throws things off. You really want to make sure you're not in an iframe a second before you need to cancel the beast roar. So about 2 minutes and 8 seconds, or about 2 minutes and 9 seconds, you want to make sure you're standing in front of the beast. At 1 minute and 19 seconds, you want to make sure you're standing in front of the beast. And at 39 seconds, you want to make sure you're standing in front of the beast. You don't want to be using your fifth skill. At least in the testing that I've done, every time I tried going into an iframe and then immediately canceling that tier 3, it just seemed like I wasn't getting the silence. It just seemed like I wasn't working with a dam. So I just changed the way I did things, changed my timing, and that seemed to be way more consistent as far as canceling the roars. And if you want to do the most damage possible, you need to cancel them damn beast roars. Now, as far as the rotation, it's pretty straightforward. Now, I know some guys are going to do different rotations. This is what I like to do. I just hit the 5 and you can cancel that sucker, you get the damage accumulation, hit the 3, 4, and let the 4 play out a little bit, and then hit the 2, 1. You want to try to make sure the proc is engaged during the 3, the 4, the 2, and the 1, especially the 4th skill. And you want to make sure you get that 5th skill off for your damage accumulation. After that, you're just gonna, I'm gonna wait around a little bit, and then I'm gonna hit the 3, 4 accumulation, then the tier 3. I'm only gonna use the tier 3 one time. Now, I know some people cancel the tier 3. I don't. I actually tested, I did quite a few runs and practicing when I was canceling the tier 3, and I actually found that my damage was more consistent and better when I wasn't canceling it. Now, this is in my testing. I might do some further testing. Maybe it'll change later on, but it seemed like I just did better when I let the tier 3 play completely out. And when I let it play completely out, then I just go back into the original rotation. He has a fully awakened Power of Angry Hawk set, and we do have the CTP of Rage. And this is something that hurts him as well. His uniform is only at rare. So I am not getting all these other uniform options. You know, we could be getting dodge right here. We could be getting critical damage right here. Those two things would help out big time. I could put ignore defense here and change his blue stat on his last gear to something else, which really sucks. And if I look at the upgrade here, I don't even have Cull's uniform, so I'd have to buy it, and it takes black aim to rank that up. That really freaking sucks. But that uniform option is just ignore defense, and mine's maxed out. So it really would be fine for ABX at least. But I am going to start working on this guy's uniform to get it buffed up, because you want those extra attack stats. He gets the increased guaranteed dodge, but that's not really going to help in ABX. Now, as far as the team that you want to be running with, it's definitely going to be this team right here. You want to use Starlord and you want to use Cyclops for that 30% increase to energy attack from his passive. And that's going to buff up Starlord quite a bit. And then we're going to use Coulson for his guaranteed critical rate. That's going to help proc that CTP of Rage and his 45% damage dealt to supervillains. Now, I pre-recorded the run because, honestly, when you're trying to cancel them roars, it's not something you're just going to come in here and do. I mean, maybe some people will, but I don't. I definitely need to practice. So I had to pre-record a video for you guys, or pre-record a run, so you could see me canceling the roar every single time, because that really is, aside from the rotation, the most important thing about trying to get the highest score possible. Now, this isn't going to be some crazy score by any means. I have a suboptimal build, far from optimal, and honestly, the proc could probably land on the right skills more often, but that's really kind of RNG based when it comes to CTPs of Rage. You just never know when that proc's going to land. Sometimes it lands too early, sometimes it lands too late, and these things can affect how much damage you do. So let's jump into the action and let's rock and roll. So what I'm going to do every time the beast roars is I'm going to put it in slow-mo so you can all see what I'm doing. So the first thing we do is we're going to start off with that 5, cancel into the 3, 4, let the 4 play out a little bit, and then hit the 2 and the 1. Make sure while you're doing the 4, the 2, and the 1 that the proc is engaged. Now we're going to hit 3, 4, 5, and then the tier 3. I let the tier 3 play completely out. Let that sucker play completely out. And you know when we're silencing, when you see that little purple icon above the beast health bar. Okay? And I only will do that tier 3 one time. I will not do it again. We're going to wait until we get near that 208 mark. There we go. And we're just waiting, we're waiting. We're going to keep using our skills. I'm going to go ahead and hit the 5, hit the 3, 4, and then the 2, 1. Now we're getting close to that 208 marker. I'm going to slow it down for you. Now check this out. 209, I hit the tier 3 at 209. Because it takes a little bit for Starlord's silence to kick in gear. And there you see the silence, that little purple icon above the Beast Life. And we're just letting that play out. And you see a little thing that says Frost Beast Skin Hardens. It says it, but you don't see that little red icon above the life bar, that little strongman icon. That's when the beast is actually decreasing damage received. So we canceled the first roar. We're just going to run around. We're going to do 3, 4, or just 5, and 3, 4, and then tier 3. Got my rotation messed up a little bit there for a second, but no big deal. There we go. Okay, we're going to 3, 4, 5. You really just want to try to keep your damage accumulation up as much as possible. Keep that fist skill up as much as possible. Because it has a 10-second cooldown, that's why proc is such a pain. Now, I only used 1 tier 3. I'm not going to do it again. I'm going to wait until it gets near the time to cancel the Beast Roar, which is at usually a minute 18. But because the Beast got stunned, he'll roar at a minute 16. So we're going to go ahead and at a minute 17, a second before, we're going to hit the tier 3 just like we did. At a minute 17, we're going to cancel the Beast Roar. So if you notice in the first 2 cancels I did, I canceled the Beast Roar a second before, 2:09, and now at a minute 17. Normally, depending on the silence, when your silence starts, maybe you cancel it, you know, a little bit later. It just depends. All these characters are different, man. It's really funky. Here we go. And the next time the beast will roar is usually at about 38 seconds. Now, it depends if he's jumping around, hopping around. But you notice I'm going to use the tier 3, and I won't use it again. We're just going to wait. There we go. You see the score that I got in the top right-hand corner? You know, which isn't as good as a lot of other players because I got these crazy builds, but, you know, it's something. Definitely a lot better than what I was doing. So now we're going to hit the 5. I'm going to slow it down for you. 38. We're going to hit the tier 3. There we go. Now there I waited till 38 seconds. Probably at 39 I could have done it. But we're gonna get to be, there's the silence right there. It's happened at 36 seconds. And you'll see that little thing come up where it says beat. There it is. Frost Beast Skin hardens significantly, but it really doesn't because the icon isn't showing up above the life bar of the beast. So we canceled the Beast Roar all 3 times. Now look at the damage. We've got 30 seconds left and we hit 2.9 million. Now see how much damage we do in that little bit of time. When you cancel that Beast Roar, the damage just goes through the freaking roof. You can just keep doing so much. I mean, look at this. It is just plowing on. Now I might improve the rotation. That's why this is not a tutorial. I might improve the rotation. I might change it up a little bit. But the most important thing for me at this point right now is just trying to get used to canceling the Beast Roar. That's something I really need to work on, and that's something I'm going to keep working on. But we got it done. We almost got 3.5 million, almost as good as I did earlier, which is pretty awesome. I'm actually very happy with that score. So let me know how you're all doing with Starlord, if you're able to cancel the Beast Roar, if this actually helped. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.